Yo.
98.9 The Truth, Columbus and everywhere. TRH. You're not listening to The Truth Minutes.
What the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Why can't I fire you?
Because I'm your wife. You can't fire me. We in this together.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the H-Double Hark Henry, back at you again with another The Thursday podcast. I'm here with my partner.
What's up? It's suffering succotash.
Oh my God!
It's your lady, the her.
My God, we literally just rehearsed this, and you still can't remember your own name.
Oh my God! Put up a poster. Okay, let me do it again. What's up? It's your lady, the her.
Oh my gosh, what kind of show is this? One mic, can't remember your name.
And you can't even talk. For your information, this is the only second show. I will get it third time's a charm.
Anyway, we are broadcasting
live from
the Kremlin in Mother Russia, in the basement of the Kremlin, hiding out from Vladimir Putin. He doesn't even...
Putin? That was Putin.
Putin. Whatever. He doesn't know we down here. We're all world. We're everywhere. Coming to...
a basement near you.
Your neighbor's basement near you.
Your neighbor's
That's
basement.
what we're doing. Put out the teaser trailer last week, and I checked the stats, and it shows that we had...
Was it 5%?
4%.
4%. Okay. It's better than no percent.
4%. Somebody in Germany and their family was listening to our show.
Thank you.
Right. So,
go ahead.
Like I said, we are all world. We're everywhere, broadcasting from one of your neighbor's basements.
Yeah, coming to a basement near you.
Yeah, one of your neighbors. They're not even going to know we're down there. That's how secret and good we are about it. So to welcome our German fans who hope to get more, I want to do this. Willkommen zu unserer Show. Danke für den Ohren.
Okay, and the correct translation goes...
Willkommen zu unserer Show. Danke für deine Ohren.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Translation.
Welcome to our show. Thank you for your ears.
Thank you for your ears. We appreciate you. There's 4%. That means we are all world. We're going to be all over before you know it. My goal is to get 6% by the end of the month.
Okay.
Shoot low, gain high.
All right.
That's how we do it.
Let's go 6%.
Let's go 6%. We're going to get that, and I'm looking forward to it. Well, we're going to start our show off today. If you haven't been paying attention or you've been out to sea or something like that, there's been a lot of issues going on here in the United States. Just this past week, there's been an incident with a gentleman named George Floyd in Minneapolis, and the outcome of that incident has been what they call riots and protesting in the street. The rioting part I definitely don't agree with, but I understand the anger, systematic racism, the police brutality. It's something that definitely has to stop. It's something that's definitely a concern. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine on Facebook, a white woman that I used to work with when I worked with the school system, and she was just, I appreciate her open and honesty of how she didn't understand. I had to elaborate on why we're upset. And the first thing I explained to her is that George Floyd could have been any one of our brothers. He could have been my nephew. He could have been my cousins. He could have been my brother-in-law. And even in anybody else's family, he could have been
a father.
Somebody else, some child's father, son. It could be any one of us. And I understand now why the herd gets so concerned when I'm out and about at night, and I used to run at night and she didn't want me to do that. I understand now why she was so concerned. So in the conversation I had with my former coworker, like I said, I explained a couple of things, and I told her that when I go out, the possibility of me getting pulled over isn't always a good outcome. The situation, it will be different for me than it would be for her brother, or it would be different for my wife or my sister or one of my daughters than it would be for her daughters. Or if it was me, her husband would not experience the same brutality and issues that I would face. There's people out there who don't want to know, who don't care, but then there's people who don't know. And like I said, I used to work in the schools with this woman, and she saw experience of our kids that her daughters would never experience. The way some of the children we had to teach, because it was a school for emotionally disturbed children, the way some of these children were raised or the experiences they had was, sometimes when you're not from that world or that side of the street, it's kind of a culture shock. And that was one thing I explained to her. I said, yeah, we're one nation, but there's many worlds in this nation, and there's some people who don't want to recognize those worlds or those cultures for whatever reason. To me, that type of mindset needs to die out. And what I plan to do later this weekend is put forth an effort for anyone of any other race who wants to have that dialogue, and maybe we can have like a Zoom conference where I can kind of explain my experiences, and I can kind of bring them down to our side, like why we're so angry, what is the problem, why are you guys being treated like that? And as I discussed with her today, there's no reason why Mr. Floyd should not be alive right now. There's no reason why Sandra Bland should not be alive right now, or Trayvon, anybody. There's no reason why they should not be alive today. And it's a problem that's happening in America, and I think this one really hit the nerve really hard, especially a couple weeks before Mr. Floyd was murdered. We had Ahmaud Arbery. Listen to the investigator the other day. They literally hunted him down and killed that young man just for walking into a constructed house.
Right. House under construction.
Right. When there's other video of little white kids and white couples and everybody else who've been in and out of that house. But on that day, he had to be chased down and gunned down. So this was definitely something we wanted to elaborate on and let the people in our community know we're with them. We hear them. There are other forms of protesting. A lot of us can't go into the streets like we want to. But we are all one, and we all ride together. And, just want to make that free and clear. We're going to listen to a couple songs here, and then we'll come right back to our podcast and elaborate on some more things that's going on.
Stay tuned.
98.9 The Truth, Columbus and everywhere. WTRH. If you're not listening to the truth, then it's false.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Tell me how could it been if I had known about could have been if yeah, you're gonna tell me how could have been if I had known about yeah, you're gonna tell me how could have been if I had known about yeah, you're gonna tell me how could have been if I had known about
Okay, and we're back. It's your lady, the her.
And the H-double, Hark Henry. For some of you who may not know, a lot of you don't know, the her is not just my partner, as I sometimes introduce her, my co-host. She is actually my wife.
He put a ring on it.
I put a ring on it. I haven't regretted it yet.
Shut up.
We've been going strong for quite a while. Her and I met online.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh no, on OkCupid. So, the question is, do you think that online dating is the only way to date, favorite, or is it popular? What do you think?
According to Statistica, what was considered a last attempt for the desperate and lonely is now becoming socially acceptable. So back when we were talking and meeting online, I wasn't telling anybody. I was embarrassed, but I think now it's more acceptable. People are more forthcoming with how they met. And also the numbers we pulled, it's like, how much money?
900, you get revenue of 912 million, and that's worldwide, right?
Yeah, there's like 30.4 million users of online dating sites as of 2019.
And that's just in the U.S.
Yes, just the U.S.
Right.
So I'm thinking, yes, it's more popular. Because when it was first explained to me, my friend told me, think of it as shoe shopping. Because I was adamant I was not going online. And so when she explained that shoe shopping, I'm like, oh, okay, I get to go in here and pick and choose what I like, what I want to try on, or, so to speak, but talk to, not try on. But that's how she made the comparison for me. So, yes, I think it's more popular. What do you think?
I know when it's crazy because when we first met and I told my mother about you, I was embarrassed to tell her. I just said we met. But even before you, I had been on all the social media platforms from Black Planet to MySpace to
thirsty.
Facebook, whatever. But I really wasn't on the dating sites until around the time that I met you. And then at that time I was on, oh my gosh, who was I on? I did Plenty of Fish, which is the dungeon of dating social sites. Just crap was on there. I did Tagged.
What is Tagged?
I don't even remember, but I know I did it. I think I did Zoosk. I don't remember. I was on a couple others.
You were looking for love in all the wrong places.
No, I was actually fishing just for my next hookup.
My God.
Yeah, just to see what happens. But I'll say this about the dating websites. It did help me out. Other than the women that I already knew just through people or through work or whatever. I was never a person to walk up and say, hey, what's your name? Let's go out. So dating websites made it tons easier for me to just be like, hit the button, hey, what's up? How's life on your side of the internet?
That was his pickup line.
But I didn't use that on everybody. But I said, how's life on your side of the world or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense that you say that because people were reaching out to me and things that they were saying was ridiculous. And I'm just like, there is no way you would step to me in person and say something like that to me.
Right.
And I will say I was a little more conservative as I tried eHarmony first. I figured if people are paying to be on a site, then they would be more serious about trying to find a lasting relationship. And I found out that I was wrong. And the only reason why I got on OkCupid is because my friend had a friend who met her husband on it. And we ended up having a girls' night in to fill out my profile. So, yeah, that's the only way I got on the free site, and it actually worked.
Yeah. My cousin, he met his wife on eHarmony, but he did the 30-day trial. And I think he did a couple of them. He said he didn't meet nobody in 30 days. He cut it off. But he said he met her. After he met her, he cut it off before the 30 days, and they've been going strong ever since. But I think now that people really don't need the actual dating websites because, they can jump into people's inboxes on Instagram, on Facebook, and Twitter. You can jump on there and kind of, say what you really want. But problem with that is people can screenshot a lot of that and they can put you on blast, especially if you're married, because some celebrities do it. A couple celebrities in the news have jumped in somebody's DM and got screenshot and blasted out. So, the dating websites, the whole online dating thing, I think is, even though it's now a social norm, it's still pretty crazy to me. Especially when you go on TV and you see shows like 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my gosh, that is my guilty pleasure.
Train wrecks that you can't look away from.
If you guys don't know about 90 Day Fiance, you need to get into it. Give them the premise of the show for those who haven't heard of it.
So the 90 Day Fiance, these are a bunch of people who are finding so-called love on dating websites from people in other countries. And if you want to marry this person or whatever, you have to apply for what they call the K1 or 90 day...
K1 visa.
The K1 visa, and they can come over here for 90 days. You have 90 days to get married. Or they got to go back, supposedly. So what we're doing is watching these people give up their lives, go across the ocean for these people they've never met, try to build a connection, and get married in 90 days. And like I said, this is just train wrecks waiting to happen.
It is, because, I mean, you look at the people, and you have like a 60-year-old woman dating...
White woman.
Yeah, dating like a 20-year-old Nigerian.
Right.
Or a 25-year-old bodybuilder. And you're like, seriously? Like, you gotta know this person is trying to get a green card or trying to get you for money. There was a guy recently dating this lady in Russia for 7 years. 7 years, and he's gone over there 5 times. And the 5th time he finally met her, but only communicates to her through the dating app. He doesn't have her cell phone.
That's Tom and Lana, right?
Was it Tom? No, Tom's a guy from London. His name is David.
David
and
Lana.
Is it Lana?
Yeah.
Okay. And so when he finally meets her in person, he proposes. And you're like, dude, you've never met this chick in person in the 7 years you had her. You can't talk to her. And you propose. And then you buy her a cell phone, but then she complains she can't use it because of her nails. Like, what is that?
Right. And then you got, oh my gosh, Darcy from Connecticut.
I like Darcy.
Darcy is dramedy. Drama and comedy.
She
drives me nuts.
She just wants to be loved.
Whatever.
She loves hard.
Darcy just needs help.
What kind of help?
A crack in the head help. Seriously. So she's all, you can look at it and tell she's surgically augmented in everything. Her boobs, her lips, her butt, everything. And every year she comes on the show, she just looks waxier and waxier, and her lips looks like Howard the Duck. And she just gets on my nerves, because the first time she meets a guy, she's just talking about getting married. Oh, it's like you're getting on your knees. Oh, it's almost like you're proposing. And
she really does sound like that.
Yeah, and then she wondered why everything just bottoms out. So
remember when Tom gave her a box and she thought he was proposing?
Yeah, she was like, oh.
And it was his house key.
Yeah.
But he lives in London and
right.
She lives over here.
Right. Then she mailed it back because she was mad at him. Like, that's really doing something. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Darcy's just whatever. And then, so her and Tom didn't work out. But after seeing the tell-all the other day, Tom is kind of creepy. So I'm no longer Team Tom. But there's just a bunch of people on there that's sometimes it's just ridiculous. Like the lady, what's the black lady in Vegas?
I forget.
Williams. No, it's like Williams. Williams. I've never heard that name said in one syllable.
So she was dating this guy named what's his name?
Williams.
Who was supposed to be in England. And she was going over to see him, and he couldn't even tell her what airport to fly into. And so her kids got an investigator, and they found that the web address was coming from somewhere in Nigeria? Mm-hmm. And she was just like, oh no, I need to talk to
Williams
and get his take on what's really going on, because he said his phone was hacked, and just every excuse in the book. And she's just too old to be getting taken like that.
Williams. Yes.
And then he gave her a picture of some dude with a banging body, built, worked out, and her son Googled it and found out, or he Googled, what is it, nice male?
Something, because there's a way you can re-Google pictures. I forgot how to do it.
So he found out that the person
It's fake.
is fake, yeah. So he was just using a picture from the internet. And then what about Caesar? Sent this woman like $10,000, and he's a nail tech, and still had never met her. He had planned 2 trips. She never showed up.
He planned more than that.
Was it more than that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, including trying to go over
Yeah.
to Russia, and a family emergency would always come up. But long story short, if you guys are not checking out 90 Day Fiancé, you're missing something you cannot look away from.
Right. It's like it's almost a cross between Catfish and it's 90 Day Fiancé, but a lot of people getting Catfish. If you haven't watched Catfish, that's on MTV. Kind of the same scenario. You're meeting people online, and they finally get a chance to meet them, and they're not the person who they think they are. It's all train wrecks ready to happen. So, yeah. So if you haven't checked those out, make sure you do. Always looking for comments. Whoa, hold up. I think I hear some Russian guards coming down here to the basement of the Kremlin.
Come on, let's go. We gotta get out.
They must have figured out that we've been down here talking about Putin, Vladimir Putin, whatever his name is, I don't know. So we're going to be out. Feel free to leave us a comment at my Twitter at Mr.J_Hark, or if you listen to this podcast on Anchor or Google or even Apple, leave a comment. We'll get them. And if there's any other topics that you would like to hear, feel free to put that down. And if we pick it, we'll definitely give you a shout out, and we'll discuss the other topics on your mind.
All right, we'll see you on the Thursday.
Trying to make it every Thursday, but we're a little poor. So next week we hope to be in
your mom's basement.
My mom's basement. Goodbye.
98.9 The Truth, Columbus and everywhere. WTRH. You're not listening to The Truth, then it's false.